And welcome to the second video in my series on artificial intelligence, specifically ChatGPT. And this presentation, I've called it Revolutionize Your Business with AI, Unleashing the Power of ChatGPT. And in this short little video, I'm just going to give you an idea of what's possible, how you can transform tasks, boost efficiency, and elevate profitability with next generation technology. So the rise of artificial intelligence has an unprecedented accelerative effect on business. We're seeing technology getting faster and faster and faster. There's a lot of research in that area. And all I can say is if you're not looking at what's new, what's going on out there, you're going to fall behind. So my goal for you is to introduce you to ChatGPT and how it can revolutionize business processes, customer interaction, communication, you name it. And so my goal here for this presentation is to show you the strategic advantage that artificial intelligence provides to forward-thinking entrepreneurs. What is ChatGPT? Really, truly, it's a groundbreaking artificial intelligence developed by a company called OpenAI for natural language understanding and generation. It's capable of engaging in conversations, answering questions, and performing tasks based on text inputs. It's constantly evolving with new updates, and it's incredibly efficient and reliable. Now, full disclosure, I'm not telling you to drop everything and jump into GPT. What I'm telling you is to test the waters carefully, explore because it is changing rapidly. So why do I think a business owner might want to look at ChatGPT? Really, truly, it's to automate repetitive tasks to save you time. We want to free up our admin time so that we can focus on strategy and strategic initiatives. You can use it to enhance your customer service with 24/7 availability and instant responses. I'm not going to go into that in detail. I'm going to show you how to improve certain specific areas of your business. And I think the thing that's most powerful, most important to me is we're able to make informed decisions from the insights that we can get gleaned from our data analysis so we can actually make better decisions. Now, I like practical applications. That's why I started going down the path of ChatGPT. And the number one thing I think that I find very, very practical, useful is email and communication management. I get a lot of emails. Sometimes I have repetitive answers, sometimes I have new answers. One of the things I've found is I can use GPT to customize a generic email for a specific client. It's also really good if a client lists 50 different things, I can summarize and say, okay, what are my action items? How do I respond? It's really powerful for analyzing, looking for trends and patterns. It's also really good at creating high quality content for marketing and search engine optimization. I will warn you, if you know what you're doing, you'll get great results. But if you don't know what you're doing, you'll get some iffy results. So I would still say think of it as a bionic brain. It enhances what's there already. And I love it as a research and development tool where you can gain quick insights, you can do some research. Now, again, word of caution, it's not always perfect. There's mistakes. There's something called AI hallucinations. So use this as a starting point for generating ideas. Always verify and then improve. So I'm here just to give you some idea of areas within your business that are already ready for AI enhancement. So systems and processes, whether you have them or you think you should have them, AI is, especially GPT, is an amazing way to generate detailed, thorough, accurate systems and processes. And you can keep them in the AI and you can always update them should you change. So one thing I will say is don't just go into your AI and say, please give me a process for this. What I do is I'll say, here's what I'm currently doing. How could I improve this? What could I do better? What would you fill in? What questions do you have for me? You have a dialogue with the AI and it will give you amazing results. Now, we will in our workshop, we talk about best practices for smooth integration of ChatGPT technologies. In this short video, I don't have time to show you specifics, but the reality is you want to make sure when you're using artificial intelligence, number one, know your stuff. You need to be the person who is reviewing it and saying, yes, that makes sense, or no, it doesn't. Number two, give AI roles to play. It loves role playing. So if you assign it a role, for example, you're our systems champion, please help us create systems, it gives it some clarity. And the other thing I want to say is the worst thing you can do is go in, ask a question, treat it like a surrogate for Google search. Ask it a question, take whatever you get as the answer, copy and paste it somewhere. That rarely works. I'm going to say it's dumb luck if you manage to get the best answer the first time. So focus on iterative concepts. Ask questions, share insights, ask questions, share insights. If you're ever stuck, ask it for what questions you should ask, and then answer those questions. But the reality is the quality of the content depends on the quality of your questions and the depth of your knowledge. So if it's garbage in, you're going to get garbage out. But if you're putting in brilliance, you'll get brilliance in, brilliance out. I recommend the brilliance in, brilliance out. It's much more rewarding. Now, some of the challenges with GPT, I don't want it to sound like it's all roses and unicorns and rainbows, but there is data privacy and security considerations. We need to consider that. You need to decide if you're able to share certain things. I use it for stuff that doesn't really matter for privacy or security. I use it to create social media content. I use it to create systems and processes. I'm never putting in private client data, so I don't worry about it, but that's something you should consider up front. The other thing, a lot of people will just use GPT to create something and they'll say, there it is, good enough. I use a few techniques, and we share this in our workshop, so that it enhances your brand voice and meets your internal compliance requirements. And the last thing I would say is if you're going to use GPT, you need to be prepared to learn and you need to adapt as it adapts so that you can maximize its potential. One of my favorite questions is, GPT, could you help me with this? And whatever this is, GPT is amazing because it's a great communication tool. And this is a side note, but I really recommend you look at how GPT responds to you, how it engages with you, because whenever you ask it to do something, it summarizes and says, I think this is what you're asking for. What do you think? And I wish most people could communicate clearer like that because it's amazing. So it is a great tool to learn better communication. Now, here's my favorite use. I love GPT as a catalyst for innovation and competitive differentiation. So, for example, I might do a little bit of industry research. I want to see what my big competitors are doing, what are the common themes, what are the outliers. And then I might say, I believe that the industry needs this sort of disruption. Here's an innovation I'd like to see. Help me brainstorm ideas on how to innovate. And it is amazing. GPT can generate hundreds of ideas. If you like to brainstorm, GPT is an amazing tool for brainstorming. And really, truly, as it continues to evolve, so will business. And I can't stress this enough. I want to help you be prepared. AI is here. It's here to stay. It's not going anywhere. And we might as well learn from it, or we get buried by it if our competitors learn it first. So before we move on, I have a detailed presentation, a workshop that I'm doing. There's a link in the show notes below. I welcome you. I invite you to come and participate in that. It is a paid workshop, because we're putting more effort into it. And in that workshop, we're going to teach you, I believe we have 7 different ways you can leverage AI in your business, 7 give or take. And basically, we're going to do detailed examples. We're going to show you exactly step by step how to get the results we're getting. And so I want you to think about why you might want to attend that paid workshop. So some of our self-reflection questions, these are meant to help you identify whether or not you think it would be worth your while. So question number 1, what motivates you to consider attending our 90-minute workshop on ChatGPT? Now, to be clear, the live workshop is 90 minutes. When we record it and condense it and we put it on our website as a course, it's significantly shorter video time because we're not sitting there walking you through things, but we do have the exercises. So whether you watch it live or recorded, you're getting the same content. It's just we can condense it more for the recording. Question 2, how ready are you to sign up and attend on a scale from 1 to 10, where 1 is not at all, 10 is totally ready? Number 3, why is your readiness rating not lower? Now, of course, I'm assuming you didn't put 1, which means you're not at all ready. If you've answered higher than 1, why is it not lower? If it happens to be 1, that's fine. You're not being pressured here. We'd love to have you, but if you're not ready, you're not ready. Number 4, how do you think the workshop's skills and knowledge would benefit your business today? Number 5, why are these outcomes important for your future? And number 6, what's your first step after the workshop to implement what you've learned? So I want to thank you for watching this little overview video. We wanted to make sure we gave a high level of what is possible with ChatGPT and artificial intelligence. We'd love to have you join our workshop for the in-depth. Thank you very much.